approximately 6 to 8 million of Jewish people were prosecuted during the Holocaust. Of this staggering number, about 2 million were children. A few of the millions tortured, captured, and killed fought the odds and made it out on the other side. Elie Wiesel was one of the survivors. I would like to take this time to tell you Wiesel's story and to share a little bit of information about genocide today. Primarily, I would like to discuss Wiesel's life during the Holocaust. Subsequently, I will elaborate on Wiesel's life after the Holocaust, and finally, I will speak a little bit about genocide today. Elie Wiesel was transported from his hometown in Transylvania in 1944. According to his novel, Night, he was transported between 4 different concentration camps within a 1-year period. These concentration camps included Birkenau, Auschwitz, Gleiwitz, and Buchenwald. The first concentration camp that Wiesel came into contact with was Birkenau. In this concentration camp, he was separated from his mother and his sister, who he would never see again. Subsequently, he was taken to Auschwitz with his father to become a worker. During a 1-year time period, Auschwitz became his home, where he had to battle such hardships as starvation, thirst, beatings, and sickness. After this 1-year time period, Wiesel and his father were transported to Gleiwitz via a death march. A death march consisted of running in the bitter cold with no food or water for an extended period of time. After this death march and upon arrival in Gleiwitz, Wiesel lost his father forever. Due to sickness and poor health, his father passed away. However, due to his calloused viewpoint on death, Wiesel barely felt a thing. After a short-lived stay in Gleiwitz, Wiesel was transported to Buchenwald, where he was put into a block of orphans that consisted of over 600,000 other orphans. This stay was also short-lived, and on April 11, 1945, liberation came for all. Directly after the liberation of Buchenwald, Wiesel was transported to an orphanage. He moved from home to home until he came of age to be on his own. After that, he went to school and became a writer, and in 1960 published his book Night in the USA. Subsequently, he has published many books that are related to the topic of cruelty to Jewish people. He openly speaks out against human cruelty and has won many awards on the topic. In 1986, Wiesel won the Nobel Prize for his efforts in speaking out against human cruelty, not limited to the Jewish community. He has also been recognized for multiple other awards, including 75 honorary doctorates. I would now like to talk about genocide in today's world. Genocide is not a well-known issue. However, it is a very real issue. About 300,000 people have been affected by genocide in South Africa. This number is only going to grow. Such issues as violence, rape, civil war, starvation, and sexually transmitted diseases are all very real factors. It's approximated that 4,500 children are associated with violence in Africa. The saying is kill or be killed. Rape is a huge issue. Because of rape and sexual crimes, AIDS and HIV are thriving. Children are left without parents due to violence, sexually transmitted diseases, and abandonment. Wiesel lived through one of the most terrible times in history. However, he turned his tragic life into something better and has dedicated it to spreading the word about what has happened and what can happen if the world forgets about the Holocaust. He didn't want, and quote, the world to keep silent. He wants everyone to remember the tragedy of the Holocaust. He wants people to speak out, and he wants everyone to live his tragedies through his novels. And it's with his efforts that the people of the world can stop such tragedies from happening again. Elie Wiesel survived he has opened the door for future generations to remember the horrors that occurred in each and every one of those concentration camps. Novels such as Night have impacted and will continue impacting the world and making us remember such things are occurring right now beneath our noses. Let's live up to Wiesel's legacy. Let's spread the word. Let's take action before it's too late.